Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahawah by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham Kadash. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there on the streets and on the unicorn, pushing this truth and sincerity and with all charity. Shalom, Akim, and salute. All right. Tonight, I just wanted to touch on a rather interesting fact about the tribes of Israel, man. Okay, because Israel is really, man, the greatest of all the people, man, and it shows in our works. Okay, it shows in our in the things that we create in this world, man. Okay, and it also shows in the spirit. Okay, but I was reading this history book, and I found something rather interesting that I wanted to share, with the people, man. Okay, so I'll do just that. In the book From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor, okay, on page 118. All right, I'll start from the third paragraph on the page. All right, it says, there are black Jews living in the multitude of oases in the Sahara Desert. Nahum Slouts, the white Jewish rabbi, visited these Jews of North Africa and the Sahara during the time of this century. Slouts obtained his information of Jews from three sources: from the historical records of the Arabs, from the oral tradition of the inhabitants of the Sahara, and from archaeological evidence excavated from the ruins of old Jewish cities in the Sahara and Sudan, which date from the 13th century. About halfway down the eastern border of Algeria, there are large settlements of black Jews at a place called Wargla, says Slouts. Jews were at Wargla as early as 620 AD, according to Godby. Again, Godby says that Wargla oasis of Algeria, 350 miles from the Mediterranean, is a colony of Jews as black as Negroes. Okay. The next paragraph, it says, in the Garian section of Libya, not too far from Wargla, and I'm reading all of this just to kind of give you a sense, to give you a something to work with, from a mental standpoint. Okay. There exists a troglodyte Jews. It is reported that the Jews fled to the strongholds of the Nefasa mountain range because of Roman and Arab persecution. And that started in 70 AD, with the destruction of Jerusalem, man. All right. But Godby quotes H.S. Cowper, who says that the Jews of the city of Tripoli assert that they migrated from Garian. These Jews constructed subterranean synagogues and underground houses. And that's crazy, man. Jake was building places of worship underground, man, and building houses underground. All right. Now, me not knowing too much about the world, I used to be shocked to see it on TV, man. These Edomites building underground military bunkers and shit. Okay. Not knowing that they didn't did a diligent study, man. And Jake was the one that Jake did this before, man. And it's gonna go in a little bit more detail that's really amazing, and I'll keep going. It says Slouts visited the strongholds of these troglodyte Jews in the early part of this century. The Jews had built compartments 3 and 4 stories underground, containing a population of 30,000. So they built compartments underground that was 3 and 4 stories deep. They had a population of 30,000 people, man. Okay. I'll keep reading. It says, Gabi says that Hesed Wateg visited their cities of Benai Abbas, Jebel Nefusa, Nahud Abbas, Tagrini, Jebel Ephraim. They had shops, stores, schools, and synagogues all underground. So Jake had a whole underground community. It said cities, shops. That's a city, man. Shops, stores, schools, places of worship. Okay. And this is the last paragraph, man. It says the achievements of these Jews prove what a persecuted society can do under adverse conditions. And that's right, man. Jake is a master of making a lemonade out of lemons, man. Jake a master of it, man. Have you seen this bullshit soul food that Jake is addicted to from the slave days? Okay. Jake got these people crazy about fucking chitlins. Me personally, I've never had no chitlins a day in my life. That shit smelled disgusting back then. And that shit wasn't coming nowhere near my mouth. You know? But people crazy about that shit. White people crazy. Hey, man. People crazy about Jake cooking, man. Alright? Even the weird shit that Jake is into, man. Alright? But, I'll read that again. It says, the achievements of these Jews prove what a persecuted society can do under adverse conditions. These Jews had a foundation to build on. Unlike other persecuted people, they had their history, culture, laws, language, and skills. Okay? And you know what? To get into that, I'll pull a scripture. This is Jeremiah 51:19, man. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the farmer of all things. Okay? So Jacob is the farmer of all things. Let's get into this word farmer, man. Farmer. This is Strong's H 3335, okay? And it says to form fashion. Let's go down to letter lowercase a of creation, of original creation, of individuals at conception, of Israel as a people, to frame, preordained, plan, okay? Capital letter B, to be formed, be created. Letter D, capital letter D, to be formed, man. So Jake is the originator, man, the curator of all things. Okay, everything that these Edomites done so-called advanced and took to another level. Understand this. Somewhere in the scenes, in the behind the scenes, there was a Jake, man. That was one of the tribes there. Taking their little experiments to the next level, man. Taking their technology to the next level, man. Okay. And this is just another example, man. Underground society, man. 3 to 4 stories deep underground, man. That's crazy, man. And that last paragraph says, I'll read that again, okay? It says, these Jews had a foundation to build on. Unlike other persecuted people, they had their history, culture, laws, language, and skills. All right? And that's why the Lord had to destroy Jake, man. The Lord had to destroy Jake, man. Because this is what happened when you take Jake homeland from him, but you allow Jake to keep his history, his knowledge, his wisdom, and skills, the law, the language, the culture. This is what happens, man. Jake could fuck around and make lemons out of lemonade, man. Lemonade out of lemons, man. He'll turn a bad situation good. They stuck in the Sahara. I want to say it. That said. Let me re-look into that again. Yeah. Yeah. They was out there in the desert, man, building cities underground. That's crazy, man. Mm. All right. Well, they was out in the desert, but that's besides the point. But yeah, man, the Lord had to take that from Jake. Jake had too strong of a foundation, man. Okay, it ain't no different from us now. If we don't have a strong foundation in the spirit in these times, man, we're gonna crack, man. We're not gonna be able to sustain and do the marvelous work of the Lord, man, if we don't have a strong foundation. Just like how Jake had a strong foundation and they was able to sustain in adversity, man. We're not gonna be able to do that in the spirit, okay? If we don't have a strong foundation, man. But yeah, hey, I found that rather interesting, Akim. Again, that's in the book From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor, and that's on page 118 and 119. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And with that, Shalom.